Gasoline Alley is this month's VOD Bruce Willis movie, and it's from the same director as last month's Bruce Willis movie, and it appears to have the same kind of reviews too. So going into this with all of that information, you might think this is pretty much the same as American Siege. But I'll say this, it is way the hell better than that. Part of me wonders if this is a script that's been floating around for a lot of years, because it's kinda got a lot in common with an old noirish sleaze flick. Which is perfect timing, because I just got done spotlighting 10 to Midnight on the Cinema Snob. The movie opens with a shot of a stereotypical looking hooker on a street corner, complete with porn shops in the background. And the mystery has to do with a ton of dead hookers found in a room under a blacklight. So that's another positive thing. It's got more blacklight than the movie Blacklight. Another movie that Gasoline Alley is way the hell better than. Our lead character is the person framed for the crime, a chain-smoking, hard-drinking tattoo artist named Jimmy Jane, who in a bit of perfect casting is played by Devin Sawa. I completely 100% bought him throughout this entire movie. He breathes life into it. And the way he carries himself in these action sequences, whether it's a car chase or going through tunnels and shooting up bad guys. The dude could easily play the lead in a super cool McQueen-style action flick. He is cool as hell in this movie.
I wonder what they'd say if they found out you cried yourself to sleep every night, worried Kratos from Cell Block E was gonna make you his little fucking bitch.
Hey, if anyone were to ever remake the Exterminator movies, he would be near the top of my list as someone who could totally star in that. I kinda liked some of the sequences in this. Some of it I was like, is this movie effing with me? The murder mystery has to do with the porn scene and also sex trafficking in LA, so Sawa goes to question a lead actor on a popular television series, and the name of it is American Siege. What? I even liked how this fake show is already planning on doing a ripped from the headline style episode on the murder mystery in the movie. There are some bizarre sequences in this, like Devin Sawa going through a porn house where random people are getting blowjobs, plus he starts seeing ghosts of the dead hookers while Bruce Willis watches, and all this leads him to a coked out Rick Solomon, who plays a porn director, talking about his project called David Cockerfield. There is honestly a lot that works here, but there is also a lot that doesn't. I like that the movie doesn't try to edit it to make Bruce look like he's the lead. The two cops in charge of the case are Luke Wilson and Bruce Willis, so naturally they just come in and out of the movie, to a point. At first I was thinking, okay, this seems like a supporting role I maybe would have seen Bruce Willis in years ago. But then it does start becoming edited like a VOD Bruce Willis movie. He is maybe in this movie less than 10 minutes. There are a lot of scenes where Luke Wilson is doing things on his own and just explaining Bruce's absence. There is a part where Luke Wilson is talking a lot, and all of Bruce Willis's lines are him saying yeah 3 times and alright once. That'd be fine, I guess, except that Bruce Willis's character is actually very important to this, so it is a little detrimental that they can't use him as much. It does feel like there's a lot of things condensed. Scenes go on for a very long time because it feels like they were maybe separate sequences that were just reduced to one location. Like a long scene in the tattoo shop that turns into an interrogation scene where they just show Sawa crime scene photos on their phone. It really is your standard guy is framed so he spends the movie asking questions and investigating type script, with not a lot of surprises. And some of the dialogue is a little bad.
You know something you don't even know you know. Or somebody wants you to know something. You know?
There are some parts where it seems like they aren't all shot together. Plus, there's a lot of talking on the phone, when I'm sure the original script probably played out differently. There's gunfire effects and blood splurts that aren't very good. But there are some things that make up for that on the technical side. The lighting here is very good, with an excellent use of shadows and different colors that often give it the sleazy feel that it needs. It almost feels like I'm grading a movie like this on a curve, because it is a lot better than the other VOD Bruce Willis movies I've seen, even though it is the qualities that it shares with those that hurts it a lot. But Devin Sawa and some of the filmmaking really did carry it. Sometimes I wanted to give it a B-, but I don't think I could say it'd be worth leaving your house for a cheap seat theater. It does have a lot of problems, so I'll give it a C+, because it's the kind of movie that's perfectly serviceable to watch at home, order up some pizza or some wings, and you'll have yourself a nice rental. Maybe I'll dislike the next one more. I think there is another VOD Bruce Willis movie coming out next week. Okay, so subscribe to our channel today, follow us on Twitter @TheCinemaSnob, and we'll see you next time.